You know, man, you are so loud. I'm trying to record an intro here. You get that, right? Shh. What's up, people? I'm Xogue, and welcome back to Ryotcraft Oasis. Now, first official video where I don't have a whole bunch of footage already recorded, so we're gonna do this just like this. Now, there's something that I want to actually delve into that I usually don't get into a whole lot. Well, usually it's because I'm not really playing on a server, but this is vanilla. This is a server, and we're going to get into it because I think it's a really, really awesome way to mark a base. Now, a lot of you probably already know what I'm going to do. Just by saying that, you're going to know. But there is a certain project that a certain somebody is doing that I kind of want to prepare for. Now, I'm not going to go into any details, and I'm sure not going to show it to you. Not yet. That's his privilege, you know, but, let me just tell you, it's going to be amazing. But when that happens, when I'm able to, trust me, we're going to go check that thing out on camera because it's awesome. But in the meantime, we're going to step right over here to a crafting table and we're going to do a thing, not with a pink tulip. Nope, not a tulip. What we want is actually, we're only going to make one of these for now, and then I'm going to duplicate them later. But for right now, I'm just going to show you how to make my banner. All right, so the first thing you need is a light blue banner. I'm going to go around with a gray dye, make that little diamond thingy. All right, looks a little bit meh right now, but then you go like this with this stripe, and then you go to the other one. Now, okay, now you're seeing the X emerge, right? But one thing about these, just the lines, the reason I did two of them and not an X is because these are actually thicker. So when I go through and do an X on white, you'll actually see a border around it, right? So if we take this guy, we can actually set this guy down, and that you see the blue border around it. I think that looks really cool, which, by the way, it's looking pretty cool as it is. But there's still, you know, a couple more steps we're going to make here. And then we're going to take our regular blue again, do this, and this. Now, when we do this, we lay this bad boy down. Look at that thing. That thing looks so cool, doesn't it? I love that. I don't know why I love it so much, but I totally do. It is definitely a thing. That is my banner. If you've seen any previous series, I've actually made a few banners. And I don't remember which ones I made before, but this one is definitely good. I love it. So this is the one we're going to use, and we're going to go ahead and actually make a few more of these. You notice how I have just enough wool to make 4 of them? That was by design. Now I have 3 more, and they do stack. They fixed that little issue. There was an issue before where if you had one that was placed and then picked back up, it wouldn't stack with ones that weren't yet placed. That's just a thing. But it appears that that's not a thing anymore. So now we have 4 banners. We can go ahead and just kind of hang these things around a little bit. Doesn't matter where they are because nothing here. I mean, of course, I want to put one down there. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Doesn't really matter. I told you to shut up, man. What are you doing? Yeah, I have no idea where. So we're just going to hang these guys around a little bit. And you'll kind of see them when I'm running around my base and everything. We'll go ahead and hang you right there. And right there, because the furnaces are awesome and should be surrounded by banners. Then we're just going to hang a couple of these right in the middle, right there, and right there. Just so when people come over, they're usually always going to come to my storage area and be like, I wonder if he has this thing that I need. Oh, look, banners. They're amazing. Yeah, I know. That's what I want them to do. They're probably not going to, though. Anyway, that's beside the point. I have been working a lot on this tunnel thing down here. And I didn't actually check this. Well, I showed you a little bit, but I haven't taken it down yet. But I do have a bunch of arrows, which is really, really cool. Silent Lilac, I don't know. There was, during the Baz tour, we went down to the Skelly farm. And thank you for everything. You're amazing. But we went down to the Skelly farm, and I went in, and I don't have an infinity bow. So I definitely need the arrows. That is the thing that I need. And she was like, oh, well, I have infinity. And I'm like, oh, you lucky. She's like, I have lots and lots of arrows if you want them, though. And I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but she sure did. She came over. She topped them off because we needed them. So now we have bunches and bunches of arrows. And, yeah, we're pretty much good to go on that front. We have lots and lots of arrows. I got to remember, second chest down, just so when I do need to refill my arrows, I can. We also have a bunch of bows. We can go back to spawn, combine a bunch of those. Probably get an infinity too without too much trouble, maybe. But doesn't really matter. In any case, we're going to go over here to this guy right here. And you see I have a whole bunch of stone cooked up. I actually have a decent amount. Oh, are we down to the regular coal? Nope, not yet. We still have our regular coal. This is still just the charcoal that it's working on now. We're still smelting up a lot. Still have a bunch in here. I'm actually going to go ahead and restock that too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect all of that stuff up. I don't know. I said that really weird. And I don't know why. At least I felt like I said it weird. It probably didn't come out all that weird. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect all this stuff up. I'm going to restock this chest. And I'm going to work a little bit on the path. And I'm going to show you how far I got with that. Because I want to be sure to get that done. But don't worry. That's not going to... We're not going to spend our entire time in this episode doing that. I just wanted to, you know, give you a quick update on it. Just so you can keep track of the progress of it. And see where it's going. Where it's headed. Yeah, listen, let me do that and I will be right back. Alright, so here we are, and I just picked up my crafting table and finished putting down, you know, the rest of the stairs that I had in my inventory. And I just realized we are not that far away from the halfway point. Where's the halfway? Is it right? No. Right here. This block is the halfway point. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. There's only a halfway point on this block. Or, I mean... What? I guess I have to, what? Like, get right in the middle? What is happening? Wasn't there... Oh, there we go. Could have swore I found a halfway point somewhere. I don't know. But this block is pretty much the halfway point. We're getting close to it. So what I think I'm going to do is actually... Once I get enough stone for everything and actually get to the halfway point, that's going to be... kind of a rest period. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get all the supplies for everything just to get to the halfway point. And once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and pile on, you know, the rest of the design for that entire tunnel. And that way that design is done. And then once I'm done with all of that work, because that's going to be a tremendous amount of work, I can just stand here and be like, only one more half to go. This is ridiculous. This is a huge project. Why am I doing this? Why? Why, Xogue? Why? But this looks really awesome. I love this. This is amazing. And that's pretty much why I'm doing it, because it is amazing. I had to redirect some lava. Can you tell? Can you tell that I know a lot about water dynamics, which is why it's not pouring on the inside and only pouring on the outside? It's a thing that's happening. Anyway, so I really like this design. I really, really do. And once we get far enough down here, I'm actually not too far away. I've been working on a few things just to get this stuff better, because if you weren't keeping up with the streams and stuff, Shay, who is another person on this server, she had what I called the super bow. You know, it was one of these things. It was a really, really, really good bow that she got from one of the quests, which is something that Justice server does. They create quests and give you some pretty good gear for completing these really, really hard challenges. And it's a really cool thing. I love that concept. We're going to eventually do a few of them. But she got this really, really amazing bow from one of those. And on my one wide path tunnel, she fell into lava and died and lost it. She lost her super bow because of my path. And I feel so terrible about it, so I'm fixing this thing up. This thing is getting fixed. It's now 3 wide all the way down to the Oasis. I have this floor pattern here going all the way down there. And that's kind of a thing. But as we get closer, like now, we can't even go off the edge. Like, we can't fall off. So that's why I kind of want to go down to the halfway point and get it all marked out. And then that way, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can't really get off the edge. You can't get off and, you know, fall into lava and you lose your super bow or anything. You're just good to go. You're fine. Everything is all good and well. And that's pretty much the way it is. Now, you see this glowstone here? This is one of those things, like, you don't need lights in the nether because it's a light level of 7 everywhere, which is visible, but the lights still help. And I do like them. I like it being brighter. I'm pretty sure it doesn't do anything for spawns, though. Pigmen can still spawn wherever. Ghasts can still spawn wherever, provided, you know, they have enough space and all that good stuff. Because ghasts require, you know, obviously a larger area because they're bigger mobs. But That's a different story. Anyway, so I think I have rambled on enough, but this is the design. This is as far as I've gotten down on this end. I have some of the nether brick up here, got some in the back there. I need to put some more slabs here, and this part is pretty much done, except for this part here, which is more regular stone brick, which I could, I suppose, actually break these out and just put slabs, and that would be a thing I could do. And I could probably do the same for these two, which I didn't think about. For some reason, that thought never crossed my mind. But that's okay. I don't think we're going to worry about that now, but we may do it in the future. So halfway down, it's probably going to switch to slabs, but that's fine. It's a thing that's happening. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's been going on in here. You guys can, you know, check back, keep checking back. This tunnel will eventually be done. I am going to finish it. I will finish this project. It is a thing that will happen. Hey, man. How's, how are things going? You good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm totally good. It's awesome.
All right, no, that's cool, man. You just like the water here? How do you feel about this glass, though, man?
Oh, yeah, man. I totally wanted to ask you about that. It's crap, man. It's crap.
I know. Yeah, I get it. But, you know, this whole replay mod thing, I can't use Optifine.
Oh, man, that totally sucks, man.
I know it does. I know it does. Oh, by the way, oh man, I think your egg just despawned. Oh, you landed on the one. No, you're good.
Doesn't mean anything.
You okay with the other?
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine, man.
All right. Yeah, that's cool.
No, it's cool.
I didn't know if you guys cared about those or not. I appreciate you letting me know that they don't really. Totally just had a conversation with a chicken. Did you see that, peeps? Oh my goodness, that was crazy, wasn't it? All right, so here's the thing. There's a couple things that have changed in between the last clip and this one, because it was actually a little while since I recorded that. And I was playing with a few things, and I wanted to know what you guys think about them, all right? Because it's a thing. So, first of all, that is the replay mod, and that's why the glass is like this. With the replay mod, you can't actually use Optifine, which is what does the connected textures, which is why the glass looks like this. It's all funky and not very good. I'm not really a huge fan of this texture for glass. I really don't like it. The colored glass isn't too bad because the border is thinner. It's a thinner border, although I would like something even less noticeable. I might go see if I can't find something that is borderless. Now, obviously, the connected textures are preferred because I do like the idea of seeing one border around the outside. I thought that looked amazing. But since that's not going to be achievable without Optifine, I'm going to have to go with something else, maybe a very, very thin border, or, you know, something else. I don't know. I'll probably take a look around. But if you guys have any suggestions, let me know, because I can easily take the glass from a different texture pack and put it into Sortex, and it won't be so big of a deal that way. So, you know, it's not huge. So if you see some glass from some other texture pack that you like, just let me know what it is, and I'll check it out. If I like it, I'll probably end up throwing it in here. Anyway, the other thing is that I removed my pop filter. I used the Yeti stereo microphone thing, and the pop filter really isn't necessary. Well, they say it's not necessary. Now, if you're not familiar with what a pop filter does, basically all the P's and T's and stuff like that, where you actually, I wouldn't say you exhale, but a lot of air comes out when you actually say those syllables. And that's kind of part of what's going on. That's what the pop filter helps remove. And they say with the Blue Yeti stereo microphone thing that I have, it's not necessary. And I want to make sure that's true before I actually, you know, take it off and like throw the thing away or something. So let me know if you hear any of those pops, and if you do, try to forgive them. Just let me know that they're there, and I will put it back if it's too bad. But I don't think it will be. I did a couple test recordings, and I didn't really see or hear any issues. So it shouldn't be a big deal. Now, the other thing I want to show you is that I have actually done a bit of stuff. I did a lot of stuff, actually. And I'm going to show you this before, because the way the replod... What? Replod. Totally. Totally. That is totally the word I meant to say. No, it's not. The replay mod, the way that works is that it records everything. Right? While I'm playing, like if you look at my chat right here, it actually says recording started. It's not just recording my view. I can go to a lot of these other, you know, like a chicken, like I did there. I can actually go into the replay viewer thing and actually click on a chicken to see from that chicken's perspective, or another player, or a horse, or a pig, or any entity, basically. And it's really, really cool. But more than that, I can actually just zoom out. I can do third-person words, man, words. Oh, I'm so excited for this thing. This thing is amazing. I love it. Anyway, I can do third-person time lapses well, I say very easily. It takes a little fiddling in the replay viewer thing, whereas the other camera studio mod that I was using, it's a little bit easier that way-ish. But we're going to see how this works. I'm going to play with it, see what kind of cool things I can do, because it has the capability to do a lot more than the camera studio mod. It's really, really, really amazing what it seems like it's capable of. But we're going to end up playing with it. Hopefully I'll get more experience and everything will look better. But I'm going to show you what I was doing on camera, and then I'm going to show you what the replay mod can do with a time lapse of it. So first of all, I have this right here, right? This is my zombie spawner. I don't think I ever showed my stream this. I sure didn't show it on a video. I'm not even sure if I showed the Beta spawner on it, which is a spider spawner. But I know I did show that on stream. I was playing with that on stream, but now that I'm doing videos again, I wanted to see if I could make something awesome out of this. But the reason I wanted a zombie spawner is actually because spiders are so hard to work with, and all I really need is a whole bunch of rotten flesh to trade with villagers and sometimes experience. So I've hooked up a little thing down here. You see the stairs and you have these two things here. Guess where the zombies come up? Right here. This might eventually turn into like glass or something, so you can kind of see them raising. But then when you come down here, I haven't made this automated yet. But what you can do, I'm eventually going to put lights in here because this is lit up enough. I mean, it's not marvelous, it's not spectacular. I'll probably hook some lights up in here too. But what I'm planning on letting you do is actually come down here. And the lights will be on. I'm thinking about hooking up maybe some kind of a pressure plate or something somewhere, which is going to be difficult. Because if I dig too far down, I'm actually going to go into the chamber that the zombies go through to go out and around. But there they are right there. I mean, you can do that. But when you come in here, you're going to stand on this pressure plate. This is going to be the AFK pressure plate. And all of the lights in here are going to go off to make this completely dark. And since you are close to this area, it doesn't matter if it's dark. Nothing's going to spawn in here because, you know, it's all too close to you. Nothing in here will spawn. And the lights up there are going to be left on because that's too far away to affect the spawner anyway. So you're not going to get any spawns at the top of the stairs to come get you or anything. May end up having some kind of automated doors or something just to close things off or whatever. But we'll see. We'll see what we need to do. And that way you can kind of just AFK here. Get yourself a whole bunch of rotten flesh, which is going to appear in this chest. And you also have these other things to store your items. So when you do go AFK, if you die, it's not really a huge deal. It's not going to be that big of a thing. As well as some other random junk that I actually stored in this one, you know, some of building supplies and whatnot. Anyway, so, and this is the cool thing, because right here, okay, this guy's not supposed to be alive, but you see that, let's kill you. You see how they're dying, mostly? They're mostly dying in there. Now, when you go AFK, those couple guys that actually do survive the fall, it's not going to be a huge deal. It's not going to, there's not going to be too many of them by the time you come back. That's going to like lock down the server or anything. So that's not really a huge deal. You can just pop back on when you get back, kill the few that are there, and you'll be good to go. But what this does is basically you can make this an auto kill to get all the rotten flesh you want to trade with villagers. See? Mostly they die. About 80% of them die. Or you can just do this. And now it is an XP farm. Because the XP will go right on there. It will fall right down in here. And it'll be pretty amazing that way. It's pretty cool because they'll fall there and they'll just continue to stay there and pile up forever. Now, like I said, this is going to be automated so you can actually, basically, the lights are going to be off. So it's going to be darker in there and therefore you get more spawns and more everything. But these guys are going to pile up. And while they're piling up, I'm going to go ahead and show you the time lapse because hopefully it's awesome. I haven't put it together yet, but we're going to play with it. We're going to see what we can make happen. Alright, so now we're sitting here, and I'm doing this stuff. We got a whole lot of zombies here, and I don't know how loud or quiet this last little segment is in comparison to the others, but I have readjusted a few things just to see if it'll work, because my recordings lately have been a lot louder than they normally are, and yeah. But anyway, I've only been here for like 5 minutes, and we already have that many zombies. Now, I didn't realize that zombie spawners were so, like, OP, but sheesh, man. Anyway, so I went ahead and I put together that time-lapse. So I know what it looked like, and I thought it was awesome. I hope you guys did too. Replay mod, man. It's so amazing. I love it. I love it. We're going to be using that because I don't have to worry about anything. Like, there's been times in the past where I've been like, let's go ahead and punch these guys with the sticks. You know what? We're going to beat them with their own flesh. But, you know, there's been times in the past where I've just been kind of like, oh man, I really wish I would have gotten a time lapse of that. Or, you know, oh, it's a bummer that I didn't think to, or whatever the case may be. Sometimes you just don't think about it before you build something. And now it doesn't matter. If that's the case, all I got to do is go into this replay mod because, like I said, it records everything. So, you know, that might get a little tiresome or a little troublesome in some cases. Something like that, but it's not a huge deal. I can easily just go back and, you know, get what I need to get to give you guys a really good video. And that is what is so amazing about this new mod. It's just great. Now, in that time lapse, like I said, it is new to me, so I am still working out how to do a lot of the things with it. And I, halfway in there, you notice the first time that I went up to place the signs, it was really dark. And the second time, it was really, really bright. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then go back into the, you know, into that video or whatever, and just take a look at it because it's true. Now, wow, that's, you can go in there. Sweet, man. That's cool. Oh, why did you live, man? Die. Thank you. Anyway, so, you know, halfway through that, I found this night vision thing. There's a night vision checkbox type dealio. You can toggle that thing on and off, and it literally gives the camera night vision. It's not brightness. It's not contrast. It's not any of that crap. You turn on night vision. It's literally what the game uses, and it's so amazing that oh, I love it. So I'm going to end up having that on all the time in future time lapses because it is that great. If that is the only benefit that it provided over, you know, the Cam Studio mod, then I would still use this over that. But this thing has so many more features, so much extra stuff that it's ridiculous. It's crazy. I love it. I really do. And I hope you guys do too because it's going to be amazing. Anyway, so moving on, because I'm talking about mod replay like I'm being paid by them or something, and that's totally not the case. But it's that good. When you have a product that's good, then you deserve a little bit of awesome publicity, and I'm more than okay with doing that because this is a great mod. It really is. Anyway, so I have a few plans in the future, and what I want to do is, since I now have an AFK-able rotten fletch. It's a new word. I just made it up. It's fantastic. But now that I have this automated rotten flesh getter, I want to put a sugarcane farm, automated, completely AFK-able, somewhere in the area in very similar chunks. And the reason I want to do that is because now, or then, when I go down here to the spawner, those chunks will still be loaded, which means I will also get sugarcane. Now, sugarcane, as you know, can be turned into paper. And that way, I'll have, you know, with one AFK session, I'll get both sugarcane, or paper, and rotten flesh. Which means when I come back in the morning, or, you know, back from whatever it is I'm doing, I will easily be able to trade in and get a whole bunch of emeralds. And in the future, we're going to add a few more farms over in that section. So that's going to be our AFK area over there where the zombie spawner is. And it's going to be fantastic. And of course, the other server members, you guys know how I am. I'm nice. I'll share the wealth. They are free to come over here whenever they want to gather and AFK and trade with my villagers if they wish. You know, that is not a big deal. So, you know, you guys, I know you guys are watching. At least most of you are. Some of you may not, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, feel free. Hop on over if you want some rotten flesh. If you have your own, You guys are free to use these villagers as much as I'm about to, because it's going to be pretty cool. Anyway, so if you liked the video, then don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to see more and you want my videos sent directly to you, then don't forget to subscribe. Comment, favorite, share if you feel like you want to. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you, the mod replay, and all these villagers next time. Bye.